Welcome once again to Matters Arising tonight, and as usual, the program is designed to focus on national and international trending topics, and usually is discussed by our team of in-house seasoned broadcast journalists. And my name is Dayo Omogun.
And I'm Afrom Stephen, welcoming you to Matters Arising this evening.
All right. This program is designed with you in mind. It's designed to engage you, to converse with you, and to be incisive. And so we expect that in the course of this program, you will find time to call in such that your own ideas, your own wisdom can be shared on this platform for the teeming millions of viewers who watch this station to also see what you've got, and so that gradually we can distill that solution, that strategy that is necessary for Nigeria's liberation and prosperity, because I believe that that's what most of us, if not all of us, desire for our great nation. And this evening, as we go straight to the point, we will be talking about the menace of what is generally known in Nigeria as Agbero, that is motor park touts. Have you had an encounter with them before? There are several things that people say about them. Some that you can't be too sure of your luggage with them. Some that many times you can get misled by them. Some that they generally easily get into scuffles and into bitter exchange with commuters, and sometimes with their drivers or with some of the conductors of the vehicles that they work with. And so, first of all, what exactly is the work of an Agbero? Me, I'm trying to get that information. Maybe my colleague here will be able to define the functions of an Agbero, of a motor park tout. Some have said that they help drivers to get customers, even when customers are not scarce. It's as if you're looking for, I don't know how can you look for sand in the sea. Many times you don't need anybody's help, but well, I'm sure that Steve might just have the clue, or somebody out there will be able to tell us what exactly is the work of an Agbero, to start with, just to start this discussion.
All right. Okay, first of all, let us understand who they are.
Exactly.
Before their function.
Yeah, okay.
I think if I reflect back to my childhood days, I used to be a conductor.
Oh, really?
Of a bus driver, yes, of a bus, but the boss was my brother. So
okay.
So after
so you will have a proper understanding, really, yes, of this.
After my secondary school, I went to stay with him where he was residing, and every day I was staying at home. I wasn't okay, of course, with that.
Yeah.
So I had to sack the conductor
and take his place.
Me and the driver, we took over. At the beginning, it wasn't, because it is a kind of job that people will not like to do. Some level of people will not like to do. But at the time I started enjoying it, I realized that if I see a driver, a conductor, I used to call them Agbero. Or if I see those that are managing the park, I used to call them Agbero. So whenever I come to them and maybe I was not using my car and I met them and they want to catch me, I would tell them, I'm Agbero like you. They said, no, I'm not Agbero.
So what are they?
Tell me that they are not Agbero. I thought that everybody
around
the
there
park is Agbero. Now they are part of the National Association of or National Union of Road Transport Workers.
road transport workers.
Comprising the drivers, the people managing the park, and everything that has to do with the private sector transportation.
Right.
You understand? They are part of it. They are really organized. But if you look at the environment, it looks as if it is a kind of, apart from the drivers, those people managing, those people moving around.
Yes.
It looks as if it's meant for illiterates, those who have not gone to acquire higher education. You understand? When you look at it, it looks like that. But another thing is this. When you see them on the road, you think they are, I want to use the military to give an analogy. When you see them on the road, you think they are what's it called? People that are violent.
Okay.
Like in the military. You see a military man on the road, you are afraid, he shouts at you, he punishes you. But when he's in the camp, what's it called?
In the mess, in the barracks.
In the barracks. When he's in the barracks and he's a junior officer, you see him very, very humble and very, very quiet. You become very,
because power pass power.
Yes, you'll be asking yourself. There are people they work under. These people that they work under give them specific instructions. And if you don't carry that instructions, you'll be dealt with. When you see them be looking violent on the road, when they are with their oga, they are down to earth. They are very obedient. So when they go out, they are acting based on instruction. And if you take a step further, you will see that these people are part of the local government.
Okay.
They make internal revenue for the local government. So the person in the park, the chairman of a particular park, is appointed by the local government chairman, who they move around to gather all these revenues, hand it over to him, then to the local government chairman. When they catch you, they will tell you, even if you go call the army, nothing will happen. And they will take it by force. They will do everything by force. Now, if it is like that, there is a way I think things should be done, and their function is not just to gather revenue for anyone that sends them
for the union.
But what I've noticed is that they make policy by themselves and implement. They make laws by themselves.
Who makes those laws? Those ones on the field?
No,
the union?
They are not the union.
Okay.
The
park
person managing the park.
Okay.
Maybe somehow the union, because if you see it here, you see it somewhere else.
Yeah.
You understand? Maybe
there's a pattern.
Yes. But every day the law, their practice keep changing. Before, if you come to the park, you didn't enter the park, they will catch you and say nobody should stop at the entrance. It causes obstruction. That was how they started. Now, if you do that, they will catch you. But if you enter the park, you pay the 100 naira and enter the park, offload and go, so that it will control traffic. But at the long run, they realized that this was giving them money. Now they now say, okay, let's make more money from it. Do you know that presently, if you are driving on the road, we are operate, let's say from Nnamdi Azikiwe Expressway, anywhere you park from Apo roundabout to Area 1, anywhere along there you park, they will come and jump inside your car, whether you're carrying passenger
or not.
They said you're not supposed to. And when they catch you, there's nothing you do. They will use physical.
They will overwhelm you. They come in numbers. They come
aggression, and when they take you to where they stay, they will deflate your tire, ask you to pay 30,000 naira or 27,000 naira. Oh. Then when you pay, when you're able to pay, they will give you form so that you are not free. They're supposed to also give you an ID card so that you are not free to carry passenger. You are registered with them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but
that's what that money represents.
That's what it represents. You take, but many people don't know what they do. Is to settle them. Maybe if you don't give them anything above 10,000 naira, they won't release you. But when you give them that money is gone. It is not registered. You can't. They won't give you a form. They will just.
That is the one that does not cover. That is not the exact amount that they want.
Let's say, for instance, I'm driving on the road.
Yes.
And they caught me, and I just don't want to wahala. I say, okay, take. They say I must pay 30,000. I say I don't have 30,000.
Take this 5,000.
Yes. They won't take.
Wow.
They will take from 10,000 naira above. So when you pay like 15,000 naira, they will release you. They will allow you to go.
But that means that you are still vulnerable.
You are still vulnerable.
They can catch you tomorrow.
They can catch you anywhere. So, but if you understand the word of threat, you pay the 30,000 naira. Before it used to be 27,000. So you pay it, they will give you the document. But if you don't know, they will still collect that money without giving you anything.
Oh.
Yes, if you are not aware, you will collect that money without giving you anything.
If they signs you up that you are not in the know.
Yes, you don't know anything about it. Sometimes they may give you a form, they won't give you ID card.
Then one day, some of them will also stop you,
catch you
and then ask you for the ID.
That form they gave you that
was supposed to cover
you will cover you for a certain time.
Oh.
It expires. So when they catch you, you show them that. They will give you another reason why they should catch you.
Which is the ID card.
Yes. Not just the ID card, even that form.
If it has expired,
they will show you a loophole in that, and they will catch you.
And some of these things were not made known to you from the outset.
They won't tell you. If you,
so they are deliberate traps.
Yes, they created avenue of taking money. That's taking advantage of people. That's what they do. But I've noticed also recently that graduates
are
drivers now. Not that they are part of it.
Okay,
they are now doing transport business.
Yes.
So some of them are where they are collecting the certificates, and because those people that do this Uber and it's a private transport system. They catch them a lot, and when they catch them, or is your own, I say your own. So they have learned. They start collecting. They start collecting that form and start collecting ID card. So because those people don't have a pack, they can stop anywhere, and they are vulnerable to these people. So, but what worries me is that the modus operandi, the way they operate, they are violent, and they don't, as if they have no human thinking of their own. That when they enter your car, if your car is automatic, they won't, as you're moving, they will just drag your gear to park. And that's with the resultant jolt, and yes, and it can damage your car. And when they are inside the car, you can't move. If you are not careful, they will drag your seats out, or just take anything.
They will remove something. Sometimes they remove the number plates.
If you are too stubborn, they will overpower you, take your battery, or collect your key. And when they catch you, you will not be the one that will drive that car to the office.
They make sure you don't drive it.
They will collect it and drive it by themselves. So there is no rule. They make the rules and they implement it. Can you imagine? You are just on the way, you receive call, you park, and you are making call. They will jump inside your car. And when they jump inside your car, there's nothing you will say. There's nothing you can do. It's a
very, very terrible situation. Just last week here, we experienced a terrible accident that arose from the work of the misdeeds of this same set of people around Mabushi. I'm sure you heard about that story.
Yes, I heard about it.
That resulted in the death of husband, wife, and child. And Nigerians were horrified by that report. And I really think that's not the first time. You've just talked about, there are tales of extortion. You just talked about how hidden traps are arranged so that you can keep paying money. and so on and so forth. And then when you look at the people who are trying to arrest you, these are some of the things that I think causes problem a lot of times. They should be properly kitted. If you have people who are in non-uniform, it gives confidence. If you see a policeman on the road, you know this is a policeman.
Exactly.
Except, of course, you can have fake policemen. You can have people who want to also impersonate. But ordinarily, if you see a policeman, you know their uniform. If you see a civil defense personnel, you know their uniform. If you see VIO official, you know their uniform. But these people, in actual fact, that same day that it occurred in Mabushi, I was in a vehicle in Kubwa that it also happened to. Just that we didn't get to the point of getting accidented. If you see the way they rough handled the driver, the boy struggled, but at the end, because you see, I mean, I kept sitting in the car, believing that maybe my presence could also deter them and all that. Before you know it, somebody said, "Oh God, calm down now," and all that. So, somebody is seated in the passenger seat in the front. Two people are dragging him with the steering. In actual fact, that person who sat in the front had to force the original person who was sitting there, the friend of the driver, out. And then they already, I think they moved that lever that opens the bonnet. They were already trying to pick something from there.
That's the battery they want to remove.
Exactly. And then, before you know it, I don't know where the driver knows those people from. Whether he said he called them, they are policemen, but they were in plain clothes. They came around, they begged. It fell on deaf ears. When I was saying it somewhere, somebody said, "Don't mind those police, they are working together." Very sad if it is true.
Even the boys will tell you
that they work together.
Work with them later.
That they make returns to these people, so there's nothing they can do. That's what makes them very, very powerful. There's hardly anything you can do once you get into their trap. They will do everything. And the guy parted with 2,500. You would think that they had listened.
That's the worst. Any amount you get,
they will calm down. Then they still kept insisting. Then he now said, "Give him the key. Let him park the car well." I said, "These people, they are not parking the car. There's a key your car." He said, "No, Oga, don't worry. We need to park the car properly off the road." And that was it. Off to their office. So the guy had to follow them. From what you're saying and from what I've heard from several other persons, the 2.5 will not get him out of that. It's either he's going to add something more up to like 8,000, 10,000, or like you said, if he really wants to continue and be free, he will need to pay as much as 20-something thousand. I just think that, like you said, the modus operandi is just whack. It's something that needs to be improved upon if they must continue in that operation. I believe that everything is being modernized right now. If you have a proper record of the drivers that ply your route, and as you get a new one, you also add them to the list. You add them, you put them in a log. I believe that they may not even have to come physically to collect. They know how much to pay per day or per week. It can be paid by transfer and all that, and which means that you have a record, you have a log of your payments. They also have it together, and so that can be used. I don't know, but I'm just thinking, because this physical assault on people is not boding well at all. It's a most terrible thing. It's a most terrible thing. Just imagine that family that just got.
It's very disheartening. It's heartbreaking. You are talking about uniform. The way they operate. In the morning, they know that civil servants, some people with private vehicles, will carry passengers and find a way. Because what people now do, those that have been victims, what they do is, before they reach to where they meet them, they will stop collecting their money.
Yes,
when they stop, you come down.
Yes, you can come down very fast.
What these boys now do is to come and stand like
passengers. Exactly.
If they're not standing like passengers, they will park their car like a car that is dropping people and stay inside. So you come in front of it,
believing that it's just
another listen. You look around, you didn't see them. As you're dropping, you see someone holding your steering. So that uniform will identify them and will not allow them to
do the kind of things they're doing. Because the whole essence of this discussion tonight is to find a solution to this. This is a long-standing problem around the country, and it's a national problem.
It is in every state.
It's everywhere you go. There's a network provider that has that as their
everywhere.
It's everywhere you go. So it's important that something is done to curb this menace. And I don't think, if it has gotten to the point where people will begin to lose their lives because you apparently maybe you want to collect like, let's say 5,000, or let's say you want to ensure that the person gets registered, then there's no amount of money that can cover for the life of the person. And now we're talking about 3 persons. And so I'm thinking that the FCT really needs to sit back, the FCT administration, sit back to do something. And this also has to happen in all the other states of the Federation. Yes. This is a serious matter. People, even when they ask you, where are you going? Are you traveling? People are apprehensive.
Yes.
They don't know who they are.
They won't tell you.
Exactly. So they say, are you traveling? Are you going this way? This. Many people will not speak with them. They are very afraid. And then they say, bring your bag, let's help you. Bags have gotten lost that way. There are all kinds of terrible experiences that people have had in the motor parks, and which many say are being perpetrated by these same people. So the whole essence of this talk tonight is, what exactly can we do to tackle this challenge? Are you there? Have you experienced something? Let's go beyond just sharing the experience. Let's think of solution. Let's go beyond lamentation. Let's go towards constructive reasoning, critical thinking. What can we do? What can we do to stem this ugly tide? Imagine that a man dressed up, the wife dressed up, the child dressed up, going to work apparently, and then only to meet their Waterloo because of the so-called Agbero. Well, maybe this is not entirely limited to Agberos. We have had cases where road safety people pursue offenders, and some of these kind of things have happened. But I do know that the level of harassment by this particular set of people is something else. That one, I mean, overflowed the boundary that day. That's why we had that. But there are several people going through. I just told you that same day in Cuba. I also, saw it. Firsthand. So it's a most terrible thing.
They cause a hell lot of accidents.
I tell you.
Before now, in the 1990s.
Oh, if you're out there and you want to make your contribution, the line is open. It's 08029938365. Please do join us.
Before now, the civil defense, we are not a federal parastatal. Mm-hmm. They were part of those that work in the park.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah.
Before 1999, when the new democratic dispensation came in, they now incorporated them into the federal, in the Ministry of Interior. Now, that time, they used to maybe hijack a car, or they would just get a driver, hijack a car, and be pushing people in the streets. You understand? And they will cause accidents and they run away.
Imagine that.
That's what they do in all the states. Now, I think...
Steve, let's encourage our callers. The first one is here.
All right.
Hello? Yes, good evening. Good evening. Fine, thank you.
program you are doing now for because my government problem is to solve this problem. If they can identify them, starting what do I do? Rather to give them number so that any people that collect your bag or any stuff that anything they collect from you, the government will have the time they give to get. Are you with me?
Yes, even though I wish it could be clearer, and I just noticed that you didn't tell us your name and your location.
So my name is Apaman from Togi State.
All right, thank you very much. So, go ahead, complete your thought.
So if the government can identify them with any sort of uniform, so that they wear the uniform with number, so anybody that needs you, you know his number. So this is my advice.
Yeah, there has to be.
You can't clear them from you because they are through that way they are getting what they are eating. Look at the top. You don't want it in the town or in the know. So identify them with a certain thing. So this number 20, collect my bag, I didn't see him again. This number supposed to take me to driver, unfortunately. So the driver doing this and that. So from there they can please them. My answer.
Very good one. So there's a need for proper identification. Very serious need. Thank you, Abdurrahman.
I think our transportation system needs to modernize, because the way our transportation system is just fully in the hands of the private sector. People who are doing transport business are not easily identified, apart from those that are doing all this the other type of transportation, Uber and Co. Now, if the Agberos, if really that they must operate, it is the modus operandi will be given to them, not them deciding on
what they want to do.
Because the road does not belong to them. Everybody is a road user. You are not the road owner who will see me on the road and you catch me. I may not even be carrying passengers.
So that's like saying government should be involved.
Should be involved to give them the way they should operate,
guidelines
and their limits.
Right.
You understand? So that this is when you are talking about road safety. Before, road safety used to cause accidents, but as time goes on, they keep modernizing their operations.
And those cases are very
I think it was during the time of Osita Chidoka. It's like people became angry when they see road safety. They will tell them, save your life first before trying to catch a driver. Because some drivers may decide to
even
run over you.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
So they have learned. And when they pursue you and see that something may happen, they withdraw. You understand?
Which makes sense.
Yes. Those ones are educated, they are enlightened. Although sometimes they also get you see the stubborn ones who refuse to take training, and they will cause
For me, you may not get the person immediately, but you can always get the person. Because if you have a good camera, all you need is to zoom and get the number plate, and probably take a proper picture of it, a video of it, and you can follow up later.
Well, it's because of the way our country works. There was a film I watched, which means for them to put that in a film, it is a system that a particular country has implemented already. When you beat traffic, you will see that nobody will even come and stop you. The camera has caught you.
Exactly.
Your identity has been taken. Everything. Before you know it, an officer will come to your house and knock.
You would be caught one way or the other.
Tell you beat traffic, and they won't collect anything from you.
You must go and pay.
Yes, you go and pay.
Hello.
Hello.
Good evening.
I'm Wale calling from Kogi State.
Welcome, Wale.
My big brother. God bless you.
Amen. You too.
Yeah, this issue we are carrying on this Kaftan this evening, it's a serious issue. Because I swear tears when I see the children of those men that they killed in that Abuja there. I swear tears Look at five children, all those who live here, they just carry the image of that family. And government will never come to fight for the right things. They will be pursuing 2027 ahead. Look at family, look at the children. How those children are going to cope again in their future. And for nothing, Agbero is not the work. They are part of the criminals. So please, I want the federal government to look into this thing. It's a serious issue. Somebody that brings those children to that stage. Not that you go and you have that thing. People just kill you nonsensely. Please, my brothers, I share tears and I'm seeing, the pain is still in me since I saw those boys yesterday in a channel TV. Please, we are seeing a good right things. And government is just not ready to help. Because those Agbero is not even a work. They are part of the criminals, criminalizing the country, destroying the country. Look at family like that. So please, it's a terrible thing for me. I even want good justice for those people, for those children. And now, if those children doesn't have specific way to control their way they have spent now, look at their life how it's going to be in the future. Young children in that way. So that's my take, my big brother. Thanks.
Thank you very much, Wale.
Yes,
It is really very touching. There's no doubt about it.
He said that it's not even a work.
Exactly. That's the perception in many quarters.
They make money. They make money for the government. It's local government. They make money.
So it then means that this matter concerns the local government.
Yes.
They need to really brace up
issue, yes.
and do something.
Yes.
And maybe bring about some reforms in the administration of that work. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, sir. I guess the volume of your TV set is high and you are close to it.
This can go.
All right. Please, before you call, ensure that the volume of your TV set is minimal, and as much as possible, don't be too close to the set so that there's no interference. So you can speak clearly and the world can hear you. It's very important, not just for us, but also for you. Thank you very much. And like I say many times, I thank those who have called thus far. They have their thoughts together. Sometimes you may need to put down your thoughts, maybe in bullet form, so quickly you can run through them. And like I say, you don't need any introduction to say, I want to speak on this. No, just shoot. This is how I feel, this is how I feel, this is how I feel. Yeah, thank you. So, you just said that the local government area is the revenue collector, as it were.
Yes.
So they need to find a way of working with them to reform the administration.
Yes,
this is very serious.
This is the level of corruption. You understand? They like it cash. You know, with cash you do.
You can do all kinds of things.
You can take anything you want to take.
Yes.
They make the money. The person in charge of that particular spot will take his own, then give to the chairman the remaining. The chairman will collect his own,
and then give whatever is remaining to the local government.
You understand?
Oh, good. Hello.
Hello, good evening, dear.
You're welcome, sir.
Okay, dear. You see, I think you know the person talking. You know, my concern is I always ask, our own country, our own Nigeria, who created it?
I do believe you are Udo or concerned citizen.
Yes.
So, all right, go on.
It's concerned citizen.
Okay.
You know, at times, let me tell you, when we say constitution, it's just what the brother said, it's just corruption. Listen to me. I always ask, what is wrong with our own country, Nigeria? Just imagine, the other day I was thinking about our president going on vacation in another country. Now, ask how many presidents come to our own country to have vacation? This is, we are just going out. Our money is just going out there.
You don't have so much time, so it will be good to focus on the topic for the day.
Like, look at what I'm saying now. See, this issue of is there anything wrong with task force? No. It's just the corruption, not following the law. That's just the issue. That's all. There's need for task force, orderliness. I don't know human beings. But the issue is that breaking the law, that's all. Go to see police on the road, GIO on the road, road safety on the road. At times you see all these electric pole or whatever blocking the road, who will remove? Some obstacles on the road, because I said, no will care. You see potholes on the road, who will care? It's when accidents happen, you see people coming around. There's nothing wrong with task force because they are human beings. There's a role they are playing. It's just following the due order. That's all. Behaving as human beings. Are we the only country in this world? Just watch abroad. Like just what the brother said. There are things you don't need anybody to chase you. CCTVs are there. CCTVs are there. You don't go to the house and you know what is happening abroad. Even this security issue on the road. If our police and security men are operating well, when travelers on the road, security men should guide them to a particular plot, hand them over to the next one. There wouldn't be any problem. It's just that we decided to neglect the right thing. And then even other African countries around, they are doing well. We just refuse to do the right thing. I don't understand. Honestly, this country will deliver this nation.
Amen. Thank you, concerned citizen. Thank you, concerned citizen. He's one very passionate Nigerian, and if you allow him, he could take the rest of the program. He's usually very full of different ideas, and you can see the pain when he speaks. So that's who he is, and there are plenty of them like that. He's saying that it's a job. I think you said the same thing. It's just that it should be done in the proper way, because, like you said, people are earning a source. I mean, it's a source of livelihood for those people. So, but what it means is that there has to be proper discipline and proper management of those people involved. Again, just before we picked that call, you were talking about the issue of corruption. And many times why you see these kind of situations persist is that even the people who are supposed to run oversight on these people are involved in the complicity in order to make money, and so it's like they unleash them like attack dogs to do whatsoever. And like you said at the beginning, you said something like, if you know the instructions that they are under, that they are carrying out instructions in all those things that we see them do. So it means that any correction has to go beyond them to those people behind the scene. Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening.
My name is Mr. Elijah Edu.
Okay.
I am calling from Enugu State.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. About the issue in this course, the issue of Agbero by Touts. They can be controlled, but the problem is that if you watch, you see that the level of inflation in the country today is one of the contributors. Interstate traveling, you see all these perishable goods, what they call them. These people that transport food from maybe just to Enugu. You see these people collecting huge amount of money from them. You see, when you pass from this state to another state, you see people collecting money, 15,000, 20,000, 200,000 naira. Before they get to Enugu, the price of food has already skyrocketed. So they are everywhere in this Nigeria, not only in Lagos State, not only everywhere, even in Enugu State here. You see them when you are traveling from Enugu to Onitsha, you see them on the road extorting money. And at the end, you see the food. You see food being, very, very expensive in the market. Because those motor people will still include that the price. So the problem we have in Nigeria is that the leaders are not doing the right thing. The leaders are not doing the right thing. The people that they are leading are not doing the right thing. And it seems Nigerians everybody have retired their faith. That as we see them, so we will carry them. As we see them, so we will pick them. So now, when I see evil happening, because I know that if I do anything about it, they will lynch me, something will happen to me, and every other person will run away. So if it happens to me today, I have the zeal to fight those people, to say no, it's wrong. Tomorrow, after they have dealt with me today, I went and spent the whole day in the hospital, and people will be snapping me pictures, videoing what is happening. Tomorrow I will go my way. So this is how everything the society has become. This is what I found this level of moral. I don't know how to put it.
Decadence. Now, not only will you stop doing that, other persons who had the same mind to do it also will be scared away. Solid point. Yeah.
That is it. So the problem in Nigeria is that look at the issue of governance. Hello?
Go ahead. Just quickly wrap it up.
Look at the issue of governance. So you find out that there is a lot of should I say confusion everywhere in the country, and because the leaders usually have the willpower to do the right thing, and because they are corrupt, we that are led are corrupt. Look at our public offices. I know the problem I had with WAEC. The level of extortion they did when my two children did WAEC, just finished this WAEC that I just finished. I know the level of extortion. We were given instruction to bring 15,000 to 25,000
Wow.
to 30,000.
All right, Mr. Elijah.
And when I fought them, everybody thought against my kids in the school.
That's the problem.
I don't know where we're going. If I'm permitted to say, I would say, let's dissolve this country and start it again.
No, we don't have to dissolve it and start it again. We don't have such power. If we dissolve it, how do we start it again? No, so that's another Nigerian who is really angry about what's happening, and like one or two other persons, he has even extended it beyond just what we're talking about to WAEC and how there's general lack of order.
It's in every sector.
Exactly. So, but we're still here, and let's have your calls now. As much as possible, let's not have lamentations. Come with solutions. Come with what do we do now? What can we do to stop this problem? Somebody has said, for example, I guess it was Abdurrahman from Kogi, who said they need to be properly identified. And I think that's very germane. So, what should we do? What should we do? Somebody has said, no, the solution is not to outlaw them, it's not to shut them down, is to ensure that the right thing is done. I think that's what Concerned Citizens said, and so on and so forth. So I do hope that somebody somewhere who can make a difference is watching this, so that solution can come. Hello?
Hello?
Yes. Good evening. Solomon. You're speaking, your voice is so low.
Okay, my name is Solomon from Kaduna.
From Kaduna. Okay, it's better now, yes.
Honestly, I became a victim of what people have done after I went to Zamfara and I entered this guy's hand, these talks. You know? They asked me for local government receipt. I brought the one that was given to me complete, and they brought one single sticker that I don't have. I say I don't know of this one. I've been traveling all the country with this one. They insist I have to pay them 40,000 after. You can imagine, where are we going in this country? And there are police, there are civil defense to get civilian JCF. And if you want to prove stubborn and you eventually hit any of them, it becomes something else. Honestly, I really felt bad this afternoon for me to depart with my hand and 40,000 this afternoon.
Oh, it happened just this afternoon?
This afternoon, I was on my way to Zamfara.
Oh, sorry about that. Now let's leave it there. He has raised the issue of multiple taxation now.
Yes, this is another set of people. They are not this Agbero
exactly.
They are not
really these are revenue generation.
Yes, revenue generation group.
Yes,
that has their the office in the some part of the local government. They move around catching cars that are used to do business, that carry loads.
Yes.
Or that
if you have an advert, whatever is on your vehicle,
branded vehicle.
Yeah, you have to pay.
They collect. And you see them on the road, you think that is small money. When they catch you, the money they will collect from you, you will not have it there.
Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
This comrade Ijale Yonifemi from Obakoko Odoku.
Shejale Esha.
Dúpẹ́lẹ́ Ọlọ́run. No, not Ija.
Okay. Okay, better. Yeah, exactly. So go ahead, sir. Go ahead, sir.
Brother Dayo Omogun.
Yes, sir.
You see, the man sitting beside you, he has little experience about this accident. It was by then a motorboy. Motorboy is quite different from Agbero. Agbero, they have union. And that union, they are very selfish to their end. What is there is that it is better if the local government can see to them. If local government can do it very well, there is nothing like Agbero nowadays. Because if you see a union calling themselves Agbero, you will either see rogue there, you will see thieves there, you will see many people there. All rounds of people, they gather together to call themselves Agbero. So what the solution to this problem is that it's in the hands of the local government. Because local government is the nearest government to the people. So it is better they have a little thing about this Agbero. They should say that the drivers should be loading their motors by themselves, not to have Agbero. If they can sanction them, so I think it is better like that.
Comrade, is it not a double-edged sword? If you remove them from the park, and because they are human beings, they must eat, they must pay rent, they must pay children's school fees, they must take care of themselves, won't that be a ground for many of them to revert to crime? Some of them who were not into crime before.
In Yoruba, they say something. Àti kékeré la ti ń pẹ̀ka ìrókò tó bá dàgbà tán agbẹ̀bọ̀ lọ́wọ́ ẹni. If they can come it as early as possible like this, so everybody will find solution to himself or herself. So they will do otherwise. Like myself, I don't know my father. I developed myself. I struggled to learn. So now I'm a man of myself. So let other people do like that. They should find another means of
livelihood.
finding food for themselves.
All right, let's leave it there, comrade. Thank you so much. You were still you were trying to
ordinarily they are not going to be disbanded because they work for the local government.
Yeah, you said
but
that.
One thing I think is this: let's find the root cause, not just seeing them on the road
and dealing with the surface.
Yes, I'm thinking that this thing also has to do with local government autonomy in terms of their
revenue,
federal allocation.
Right.
You understand? When you're a local government chairman, or when a local government is created and someone is there, the governor is the one appointing local government. And when the local government chairman are there, there's no money coming
to really operate. Let's do this. Good point. Please don't lose the train of your thoughts. Hello.
Hello?
Yeah. Yes. Hello.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, I'm Gideon calling from Lagos.
Gideon, you're welcome.
Yeah. You see, this issue of Agbero, we cannot stop it because the government itself, they are making use of them. When it comes to time of politics, we see them. They being unionized. They are the National Union of Road Transport Workers. We shall not hide it. We shouldn't hide it. They are still operating. When the government recognizes them, how can we do away with them? When the government, they cannot provide the necessity. During the next one, you'll be telling them to provide 2,000 vehicles for them to be able to move around the water material.
For free?
They are being legalized. There's no way government can solve this situation. So we should not separate Agbero from the union. It is the union that is controlling these Agberos. They are the same Touts. So we should not separate them. At the end, they will still say this national union, they are under CUC. Okay, why can't government organize this money they are collecting, that money to be paid to the state force or the federal force directly? Instead of us not paying the 5% from the petroleum. That is where they can generate revenue from. Because this money they are collecting is not entering the government pocket directly. The money is being paid to their individual accounts in so many states. So you can never see a government making a law that they are value Agbero. You can never see a federal government that value Agbero. We should not deceive ourselves in this program. We all know the truth. When election comes, if you see people not coming out to vote, the same Agbero, the same people they will distribute voters card to them, they will start lining to queue up to that candidate that people get out to vote.
All right.
We all know the truth.
All right, Gideon. Thank you very much. Thank you. We do appreciate every one of you callers. Yes.
Yes. Because of, I won't even know whether it is only about that. Local government is always looking for how they can internally generate revenue. You understand? Because they are
in a place of desperation.
Yes, the money that's supposed to enter into their hands are not entering, and the development they're supposed to bring to their communities and they are not coming. Even the local government chairman is looking for money for himself to see whether he can at least get up there. You understand? These people, they make like 200,000, 300,000 per week for them. They make more than that, but that's what
depending on the location.
Depending on the location. So each park bring their own. Before you know it, the money
comes. Of money.
And those money are not something like they use for development.
It's not really properly accounted.
It's not properly accounted for. The chairman uses it for what he wants. It's not like, oh, this money is available. Although some can use it to, at least for West management, they can use it to throw away, get some money here and there. You can't say, okay, it's coming from here, but some money that used to enter their hands, they use it to do one or two small other things. But that's the Agbero finance is not coming. It's not like this is money we are going to use to do one project or the other.
And that is deliberate.
That is deliberate.
Because that's the only way by which you can go into their.
The only thing I
think
that can happen, there are different stratas. It's not just one or two. There are different stratas of Agbero, and when you see them as people who are not working, their Oga is very rich. Not the local government now.
Yeah,
their Oga is a rich guy. So what I think that should
happen, whoever is the head in that particular park
is rich. Now, if it's normal organizations, you organize symposia, this, that, but nobody organizes any training for them. Nobody tells them this is how it's supposed to go. Government, sometimes, look at the police. Sometimes you see a committee that will organize, bring policies and draft some how the police work.
Somebody
but
else.
Nobody is organizing or trying to bring ideas on the best way these people can run. And you won't even know the language you're going to use, because when you call them, who knows what is going to happen.
No, somebody, a friend of mine has said that Nigerians love how rough things are, how things are not properly formalized, because it is true all those rough patterns that they are able to make
benefits.
money. We will leave it here. Thank you so much for being part of this program, especially those of you who called in, or those of you who attempted to call in, but one way or the other, we didn't get to you, or the network failed you. Thank you so very much. And for those who watched, thank you very much. And please stay focused on Kaftan Television. It's the best place to be, and tell your neighbors about it. Thank you so much. Tomorrow is another day. It's a day that will be opening with the press, and then there will be polity in the afternoon, and of course matters arising in the evening like this. And of course, in each of the programs, you can be sure of something that touches your interest. Thank you. It's good night from me. My name is Dayo Mogu.
And I am off from Stephen. Good night.
All right, as we say at Kaftan TV, just before I say that, I must say thank you to the production team. And as we say at Kaftan Television, imagine a beautiful world.